Good afternoon. Today we celebrate the culmination of many years of hard work by students and their professors. Out of respect for all of their sacrifice, before we begin the procession, we ask that you take this moment to check your cell phones and other electronic devices. Please turn them to silent or off at this position. The academic procession will now begin. Good afternoon. Please be seated. Today we celebrate the culmination of many years of hard work by students and professors. I am Paul Cuddy, UMKC School of Medicine Vice Dean. As Chief Marshal of these ceremonies, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Missouri Kansas City's School of Medicine Achievement Ceremony. It's now my pleasure to introduce the members of the stage party from left to right. Dr. Mary Ann Jackson, Dean of the School of Medicine. Dr. Bridget Jones, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Carrie Cheladurai, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Julie Banderas, Assistant Dean of Graduate Health Professions in Medicine. Dr. Brenda Rogers, Associate Dean of Student Affairs. Dr. Scott Ebbinghaus, 2022 Take Wing Awardee. I also recognize the physicians who served as docents for our medical graduates and our program directors who served as faculty for our graduates. Dean Jackson will now come forward to say a few words to the graduates.
School of Medicine faculty and staff, Dr. Ebbinghaus, family, friends, and honored graduates of the UMKC Health Professions, PA, AA, and School of Medicine classes of 2022. I am honored to speak to you today and to represent the faculty of the School of Medicine, to celebrate you and recognize your accomplishments. I want to begin by thanking Dr. Brenda Rogers for your long-standing dedication on behalf of our students. Yours will be big shoes to follow, and we don't know how we're going to do it without you. I'd also like to recognize Drs. Denise Bratcher, Diana Dark, and Mark Steele, seated with our students. These physicians are associate deans for our key affiliates, Children's Mercy, St. Luke's Health System, and University Health. Your unwavering collaboration and partnership with the School of Medicine allows our students to experience clinical training that features extraordinary diversity in patients, clinical diagnoses, and exposures to cutting-edge diagnostics and treatment, not to mention strong mentorship from your talented faculty. And now I'd like to ask Dr. Tyler Smith, our Associate Dean of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, to stand. Stay standing for a minute. Last week, we were notified that you have been selected out of 1,000 faculty from the entire University of Missouri, Kansas City to receive the UMKC Chancellor's Award for Embracing Diversity, based on your steadfast commitment and strategic vision for advancing diversity, equity, and inclusion within the university, the School of Medicine, and as a regional and national advocacy leader. We are privileged to call you our colleague and congratulate you. So for our audience, I'm a pediatric infectious disease doctor, and I will tell you that our ceremony today holds even more significance than usual, as we are now more than 2 years into the pandemic, inching forward to our new normal. Still, we stand at more than 76 million cases, more than 1 million deaths, and as a pediatric ID doctor, as is Dr. Bratcher, we know that while children have been less likely to have severe COVID, the Omicron variant placed a huge burden on our youngest patients, who now account for more than 12 million of our COVID cases, more than 1,000 deaths, and more than 140,000 children in the US who've lost a parent or a grandparent. At our School of Medicine, rapid and novel adaptations to learning were urgently enacted, and we continue to focus on individualized and student-centric learning, supporting creative and collaborative partnerships that kept communication open with you students, and we hopefully evolve to meet your needs. One constant should be noted: the adaptability, innovation, and resilience of our students has been extraordinary. Students joined our COVID task forces to support frontline workers and healthcare systems. Many became activists and worked to bolster public health efforts through our student-led clinic, through research endeavors, and through leadership in our student organizations, including SNMA, LMSA, APAMSA, AMWA, and our LGBTQI collaborative. Today, as we celebrate your entry into residency and into your first job, I want to emphasize that we will continue the work we have done and started to meet the needs of the classes who are coming behind you. So, 4 pieces of advice: be grateful, stay humble, have courage, and dream big. Gratitude and humility are essential as you fulfill your professional duties and responsibilities, because caring for patients is more than making the correct diagnosis and skillfully navigating a complicated healthcare system. Keep a laser focus and always ask yourself, am I the provider I would want for my mother, for my father, for my sister, brother, wife, or child? Dr. Vivek Murthy reminds us that the world needs dreamers and doers, and encourages us to respond to the global calls to action by imagining the world as it should be, and by having the courage to step forward with open minds, clear eyes, and full hearts to transform dreams into reality. I know from experience that the investment you make in caring for patients, educating future practitioners, engaging in research and service, and finding mentorship will fuel and inspire you throughout your career. I, like Dr. Murthy, believe that more than ever, the world needs you. Congratulations. Go out and change the world. We are so very proud of you, class of 2022. you don't get to get rid of me yet, because now it is my honor to introduce the 2022 Take Wing awardee. The UMKC School of Medicine, now in its 50th year, has graduated over 4,000 physicians who serve health institutions and academic centers across the country as clinicians, educators, and researchers, and at least a couple deans. Since 1988, on an annual basis, we have recognized an exemplary graduate with the E-Grade Diamond Take Wing Award, honoring physicians who demonstrate excellence in the practice of medicine, academic medicine, research, and also who demonstrate the highest level of professionalism. Past recipients have been department chairs, including our own Dr. Steele, and CMOs, and section chiefs, national leaders in research, those who have developed local and international service missions, or who've innovated and led clinical care. This year, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Scott Ebbinghaus. Dr. Ebbinghaus is a 1989 graduate of our school and a hematologist-oncologist by training. He's actually followed a path less walked by many of our graduates. Most of us find our way into clinical practice, and this can take the form of private practice, an academic position, finding our way to education, research opportunities, public health opportunities. But few find their way to roles within the pharmaceutical industry where they lead and support the development of new treatments. 15 years ago, after a very traditional academic course in medicine, Dr. Ebbinghaus made this leap, and over the course of the last 10 years, he's worked and developed a drug called pembrolizumab. You've probably seen it on TV, called Keytruda, which is considered a game changer in cancer care. He's done so while working as an oncologist at the Fox Chase Cancer Center, and in his own words, he really understands that doctors engaged in patient care should be honest, open, fully engaged, and encourage his patients to be optimistic and have access, know that they are getting sound research to change their outcome. We're truly honored to have this healthcare pioneer as a graduate of our school. Please welcome Dr. Ebbinghaus.
Well, a hearty congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you, Dean Jackson, for this honor, and thank you to the faculty of the School of Medicine for the very great hospitality that you've shown me. It's such an honor to share a few thoughts with you this afternoon. So to make it to this celebration of your accomplishments, you have to be solid as a rock, even more so for finishing 2 years of professional school under the circumstances of the COVID pandemic. Solid as a rock. We all like to watch what happens when we toss a rock in a body of water and observe those mesmerizing ripple actions that we see. I'd like to say a few words about the ripple effect of our chosen profession and career paths. So I'm a proud graduate of the UMKC School of Medicine in 1989, and the patient-centered education from this school has been the foundation of my career. Patients are at the center of everything that we do. In my current role, I've had the once-in-a-generation opportunity to lead a team to develop a drug that transformed how cancer is treated. That drug is Keytruda, which just passed a very humbling milestone this very month. Over 1 million cancer patients have been treated with this important medicine. The ripple effects of touching the lives of 1 million cancer patients is just profound for me to contemplate. Physicians and those in the healthcare professions have a unique opportunity to change the world. Helping people can have a positive impact on the lives of the patients that we care for, but moreover, an extreme impact on the lives of the families and the communities where those patients live, the jobs that they do, the sector that they represent. Having a positive impact on a single patient is multiplied exponentially, the ripple effect. To illustrate this idea, there are about 2 million patients who will die of lung cancer this year. Each lung cancer death translates into about 20 productive years of life lost. And imagine the ripple effect of those 20 years that each patient represents. There are, of course, very similar numbers for other kinds of cancer, infectious diseases, heart disease, accidents, and other forms of preventable illness. Maybe you will go into pediatrics and inoculate one child against a childhood illness or against ever picking up a cigarette. Or maybe you'll go into primary care and delay one patient's heart disease. Or maybe you'll save one patient in a code. Each of these will have a profound and exponential ripple effect. What you do matters, how you do it matters, and I want to ask you, what ripples will your rock have on your community? Be aware that ripples go not only outward, but also inward. And so I want to, and can have a profound ripple effect on the healthcare professional and their families. So remember a few things. For the rest of your career, find something that you love to do and that you're good at, and find somebody that'll pay you to do it. Have passion for what you decide to do, and know that it will have a profound ripple effect if you do it well. Remember to sharpen the saw. A carpenter who doesn't stop to sharpen his saw will work harder and harder, but cut less and less wood. This is equally critical in medicine. Take time to sharpen your straw, and be sure to hug your family and honor the support that they give you. Finally, have the audacity to change the world. You've reached a critical milestone. You've earned the chance to join a noble profession that, at its core, is about saving and improving lives. You have the potential to make a significant impact on the arc of human health. I urge you to continue to learn, to grow, and always remember the ripples that you will make. Thank you.
At this time, the graduation candidates for the following academic programs will be called to come forward in recognition of their hard work and outstanding achievements during their time at the School of Medicine. Master of Science in Anesthesia, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, Doctor of Philosophy, Master of Health Professions Education, Master of Medical Science, Physician Assistant, Doctor of Medicine. Announcing for the graduate programs is Dr. Julie Banderas.
Hooding the graduates are the respective program directors. Will the graduates for the Master of Science in Anesthesia degree please come forward? Chloe Backus Boat, Ascension St. John Medical Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Corinne Audrey Calzone, Ozark Anesthesia Associates, Springfield, Missouri. Charles Comstock Chase, SSM Health, St. Louis University Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Melissa Kidd, Professional Anesthetic Care, Liberty, Missouri. Caitlin Marie Kohaki, Integris Baptist, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Taylor Renee Moore, Ozark Anesthesia Associates, Springfield, Missouri. Glendy Mullally, SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Thomas James Murray Jr., St. Luke's Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Tyler Charles O'Neill, Ascension St. John Medical Center, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Haley Marie Plymel, Ozark Anesthesia Associates, Springfield, Missouri. Will the graduates for the Master of Science in Bioinformatics and Doctor of Philosophy degree please come forward? Subhan Burale, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, thesis title, Genetics-Based Approach for Predicting Patients with Bronchopulmonary Dysplasia Using Transcriptome Analysis. Isabel Bruno Ulloa, Master of Science in Bioinformatics, capstone title, The Incidence of Readmission in Patients Diagnosed with Lyme Disease. Shivani Sivasankar, Doctor of Philosophy, primary discipline, biomedical and health informatics, co-disciplines, molecular biology and biochemistry, computer science. Dissertation title, Bugs, Drugs, and Data, Antibiotic Resistance Prevalence and Prediction of Bug-Drug Mismatch Using Electronic Health Record Data. Master of Science in Bioinformatics, Yasser Samor. Will the graduate for the Master of Health Profession Education degree please come forward? Emily Montgomery, Director of Education for Division of Urgent Care, Children's Mercy, Kansas City.
Ayla Naim Abuslan, pursuing her interest in dermatology or family medicine. Molly Ray Arend, pursuing her interest in endocrinology, orthopedics, dermatology, or family medicine. Samir Azadat Downey, Kimberlyn Gabrielle Cass, pursuing her interest in family medicine. Abigail Rose Hager, Hospital and Emergency Medicine, Amberwell Health, Atchison, Kansas. Din Ho, pursuing her interest in family medicine. Kayla Jean Hoppy, pursuing her interest in family or critical care medicine. Tessa Maureen Kramer, Fellow, Emergency Medicine, MU Healthcare, Columbia, Missouri. Maxwell Emery Lanham, Endocrinology, University Health, Truman Medical Center, Kansas City, Missouri. Anna Elise Lillig, Pursuing her interest in orthopedics, Kansas City, Missouri. Nathan Thomas Marion, orthopedic surgery, University Health Lakewood Medical Center, Lee Summit, Missouri. Jerica L. Park, pursuing her interest in family medicine. Stephanie Catherine Reiger, pursuing her interest in surgery. Brennan Joseph Smith. Lakin Paige Tedrow, Fellow, Neonatology, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Cheyenne Cherie Williams, pursuing her interest in family medicine. Andrew McKay Williamson, neurosurgery, St. Luke's Health System, Kansas City, Missouri.
The Doctor of Medicine candidates will now be called forward. Announcing for the Doctor of Medicine graduates is Dr. Brenda Rogers.
Before I announce names, I want to take this moment to express my extreme gratitude to all of the people here today. This is bittersweet for me. It's been a great 16 years in this role, and I really look forward to my transition, but I want to thank you, the graduates, for letting me work with you and advocate for you. I want to thank the staff and the faculty for an amazing adventure, and I look forward to the next steps. So, let's go. Taylor Brooke Hartman, Doctor of Medicine, Family Medicine, St. Louis University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Leilani Mansi, cum laude, orthopedic surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City. Abigail Marie Murphy, general surgery, Marshall University School of Medicine, Huntington, West Virginia. Priya Jan, internal medicine, St. Louis University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Christian Davis Kingeter, transitional year, Broadlands Medical Center, Des Moines, Iowa, radiology diagnostic, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Ethan Allen Williamson, general surgery, University of Missouri, Columbia, Missouri. Michael Dale Bach, Doctor of Medicine, General Surgery, Henry Ford Hospital, Detroit, Michigan. Shayla Turnajic, magna cum laude, anesthesiology, Stanford Healthcare, Stanford, California. Skylar Cope, preliminary medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, and Kansas City, Missouri. Bezawi Gaitahun, family medicine, Kansas City University GME Consortium, Freeman Health System, Joplin, Missouri. Adnan Islam, Emergency Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Debelina Congelal, Neurology, Ohio State University Medical Center, Columbus, Ohio. Aflin Kaur Bandal, Internal Medicine Pediatrics, Detroit Medical Center, Wayne State University, Detroit, Michigan. Anna Yuanga Wang, Obstetrics Gynecology, St. Louis University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Shubhika Jain, summa cum laude, transitional year at Kawa Delta Healthcare District in Visala, California, anesthesiology, Stanford Healthcare in Stanford, California. Divya Vundamati, internal medicine, University of Wisconsin Hospital and Clinics, Madison, Wisconsin. Rishabh Gupta, Ophthalmology, Rush Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Vijay Lechamuman, cum laude, Neurological Surgery, University of California, San Francisco, California. Megan N. Weber, summa cum laude, Internal Medicine Pediatrics, University of Alabama Medical Center in Birmingham, Alabama. Delaney Bates, Emergency Medicine, Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai Hospital, New York, New York. Courtney Elaine Doris Bezant, Anesthesiology, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Madison Iscara, Psychiatry, University of Arizona College of Medicine, Phoenix, Arizona. Nicholas Austin Skydell, Emergency Medicine, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Emma Connolly, Family Medicine, University of New Mexico School of Medicine, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Joshua Aaron Hill, summa cum laude, Psychiatry, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Lakshmi Nihakara Kunam, Pediatrics, Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Afrira Malik, Neurology, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Osama Kamal, Internal Medicine, Creighton University, Omaha, Nebraska. Morgan Kasinger, magna cum laude, internal medicine, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Shruti Renee Kumar, obstetrics and gynecology, Abington Memorial Hospital, Abington, Pennsylvania. Valerie Shuhoi Chui, obstetrics and gynecology, Southern Illinois University School of Medicine affiliated hospitals, Springfield, Illinois. Reynaldo Gomez, internal medicine, University of Arizona College of Medicine, Tucson, Arizona. Angela Chioma Wanko, transitional year, Baylor Scott and White All Saints Medical Center in Fort Worth, Texas. Physical medicine and rehabilitation, Baylor College of Medicine, Houston, Texas. Michael Oyekan, anesthesiology, University of Texas Southwestern Medical School, Dallas, Texas. Lareb Sani, internal medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Jason Ebuary, internal medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Sarah Elizabeth Lamb, neurology, Barrow Neurological Institute at St. Joseph's Hospital and Medical Center, Phoenix, Arizona. Milan Ruvidab Malhotra, cum laude, preliminary medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, ophthalmology, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Chidera Kina Okafor, psychiatry, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Anne Catherine Fee, internal medicine, Ohio State University Medical Center, Columbus, Ohio. Jordan Jing Longba, obstetrics and gynecology, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Wichita, Kansas. Geethanjali Rajagopal, magna cum laude, internal medicine, University of Chicago Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Puranashri Malavinan, pediatrics, St. Louis University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Kaylee Mae Edwards-Gunn, cum laude, anesthesiology, Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Nashville, Tennessee. Sai Mandava, transitional year, HCA Healthcare, University of South Florida, Morsani College of Medicine in Brandon, Florida. Diagnostic radiology, University of Nebraska Medical Center, Omaha, Nebraska. Valerie Rita Louise Kirtley, cum laude, pediatrics, Nationwide Children's Hospital, Columbus, Ohio. Tara Krishnan, pathology, University of Washington Affiliated Hospitals, Seattle, Washington. Ashay Patel, anesthesiology, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Michael Ryan Brancato, emergency medicine, Western Michigan University, Strehler School of Medicine, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Norwood Russell Brown, general surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Ashley Nicole DeShepper, pediatrics, Children's Mercy Hospital, Kansas City, Missouri. Erin Marie McGaugh, psychiatry, University of Missouri, Kansas City Center for Behavioral Medicine, Kansas City, Missouri. Demi Jordan Woods, transitional year, Medical College of Wisconsin Affiliated Hospitals in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Diagnostic radiology, Medical College of Wisconsin Affiliated Hospitals, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Thank you.
Christopher Vincent Eaton, cum laude, internal medicine pediatrics, Geisinger Health System, Danville, Pennsylvania. Ishwar Kishore, University of Texas Southwestern Medical School, Dallas, Texas, emergency medicine. Andrea Elizabeth Pilat, family medicine, Kansas City University GME Consortium, Freeman Health System, Joplin, Missouri. Nikila Pokula, anesthesiology, Northwestern University, Chicago, Illinois. Galila Daniel, general surgery, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Adam Habib, internal medicine, University of Arizona College of Medicine, Tucson, Arizona. Muhab Saman, oral and maxillofacial surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Sue Tran, Internal Medicine, Texas Institute for Graduate Medical Education and Research, Laredo, Texas. Aliyah Bodupodi, Preliminary Medicine, Advocate Healthcare, Chicago, Illinois. Anesthesiology, Northwestern University, Chicago, Illinois. Anna Elizabeth Davis, Pediatrics, University Hospitals, Columbia, Missouri. Donia Rose Junhadar, General Surgery, University of Louisville School of Medicine, Louisville, Kentucky. Evan McInnes, Psychiatry, University of Missouri, Kansas City Center for Behavioral Medicine, Kansas City, Missouri. Michelle Shaw Yang, Emergency Medicine, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Kartik Dapala, magna cum laude, Psychiatry, Harbor UCLA Medical Center, Torrance, California. Sathikya Jagannathan, Psychiatry, West Virginia University School of Medicine, Morgantown, West Virginia. Andrew Michael Peterson, Otolaryngology, Barnes Jewish Hospital, St. Louis, Missouri. Hayden Elise Rotremel, Internal Medicine, St. Louis University School of Medicine, St. Louis, Missouri. Leslie Fengxi Sheng, Preliminary Medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City. Diagnostic Radiology, University of Kansas School of Medicine in Kansas City, Kansas. Rashika Dower, Psychiatry, University of Missouri, Kansas City Center for Behavioral Medicine, Kansas City, Missouri. August James Frank, Transitional Year at Baptist Health, Little Rock, Arkansas, Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation, Schwab Rehabilitation Hospital in Chicago, Illinois. Caroline Grace Olson, magna cum laude, Internal Medicine, Mayo Clinic School of Graduate Medical Education, Jacksonville, Florida. Isan Zadgahara, Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Jessica Anyaso, Preliminary Medicine, University of Chicago Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Anesthesiology, University of Chicago Medical Center, Chicago, Illinois. Warren Bulaja III, Internal Medicine, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Laura Catherine Mann, Pediatrics, Prisma Health, University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Columbia, South Carolina. Kabir Antonio Torres, preliminary surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Dakota James Owens, family medicine, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Casey Rose, anesthesiology, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Mira Santar Rowe, cum laude, internal medicine, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Omar Sharif Ashafi, anesthesiology, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Lauren Nicole Gresham, cum laude, preliminary medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, dermatology, University of Kansas School of Medicine, Kansas City, Kansas. Pradeep Venkata Kandula, internal medicine, Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland, Ohio. Lakshmi Priya, preliminary medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Rachana Thalori, internal medicine, University of Colorado School of Medicine, Aurora, Colorado. Chase Kumar Young, physical medicine and rehabilitation, University of Utah Health, Salt Lake City, Utah. Samuel Joseph Monachino, cum laude, internal medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Jacob T. Williamson, cum laude, orthopedic surgery, University of Louisville School of Medicine, Louisville, Kentucky. Rachel Min Lee, family medicine, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Michael Panela, internal medicine, Creighton University, Omaha, Nebraska. Gerard Prigel Dietrich, urology, University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, Little Rock, Arkansas. Dakota Joe Guerrero, general surgery, University of Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. Varsha Kundati, internal medicine pediatrics, University of Southern California, Los Angeles, California. Elizabeth Hartanti Tang, summa cum laude, transitional year at St. Agnes Medical Center in Fresno, California, diagnostic radiology, Stanford Healthcare, Stanford, California.
members of the class of 2022 are forever linked to the University of Missouri, Kansas City. As the reputation of the university grows, so will yours. In the same way, UMKC is measured by your accomplishments. We recognize the determination and resiliency that led to your achievements, and we're proud of your endeavors. We look forward to watching you take wing as you leave the medical school and embark on a future filled with opportunities and future achievements. It's a University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Medicine tradition for students to recite a version of the Hippocratic Oath at certain milestones in their training. Hippocrates lived in the latter half of the 5th century BC. His name has been associated with all that is best in Western medical traditions. The Hippocratic Oath has been modernized over the years and grown to include newer ideals in medical professionals. What has remained constant through these modifications is the public promise of commitment to our patients. It is our tradition for faculty to recite these oaths together with the graduates to remind us all of our responsibilities and formally welcome them into their profession. You will find the words for each oath printed on the last page of your program. We invite all physicians, physician assistants, and anesthesiologist assistants in the audience to stand and participate with those graduates if they wish. Now, our program faculty will lead the AA, PA, and medical graduates in reciting their chosen oath. Lance Carter, anesthesiologist assistant interim program director, will now administer the anesthesiologist assistant oath to the Master of Science in Anesthesia graduates.
Please recite this oath with me. I will strive to reduce the suffering of my patients at all times, and never will I use my skills knowingly cause injury or for any wrongdoing. I will treat each patient with equal energy and respect his or her diversity while safeguarding their privacy and honoring their right of autonomy. I will work to be an exemplary ambassador of the anesthesiologist assistant profession and will always work to strengthen its place in the healthcare team.
Eric Johnson, physician assistant program director, will now administer the Hippocratic Oath to the Master of Medicine Science physician assistant graduates.
Please say this oath with me. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians whose steps I walk and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is an art to medicine as well as a science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for the patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me that the world may know. Most especially must I tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help.
Dr. Jared Keeler will now administer the oath of physicians to the Doctor of Medicine graduates.
Thank you for standing. And all physicians in the audience, please feel free to join in. To fulfill my responsibilities as a physician, I solemnly swear in the presence of my teachers, colleagues, family, and friends, to apply my accumulated knowledge, skills, and experience to care for the sick and to promote the health and welfare of those who come to me for medical advice, to respect the confidences that are entrusted to me by my patients, to, in treating the sick, to exert every effort to avoid injury and wrongdoing, to devote myself to the study of medicine in order to enhance my competence and to contribute to its progress, to seek, when necessary, for the health of my patients, the advice and help of my teachers and colleagues, to give my teachers and colleagues the respect and gratitude which is their due, and to maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. I make these songs in the full spirit of the tradition established by the ancient oath of Hippocrates, with awareness of the changing responsibilities of medicine over the ages, and with the deep appreciation that the honor of being a physician carries with it these kinds of obligations to my fellow men and to society. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. You know, it's such an honor here today. You notice all the docents who are sitting here, all the mentors of our students, what great respect and affection they have for each of them. And many of them have been docents for more than 2 decades. I won't say many, but some of you have. Some of you have been docents for at least a decade. And then some of you are new to the docent role. And if you're new to the docent role within the last 3 years, would you stand? We wish you the longevity that others around you have had. And I'd like to just mention Dr. Pham, who's here in his first year. His parents have traveled from Vietnam to see him hood his first group of students. And so we'd like to welcome them. So now I have tears in my eyes and I can't read what's on here. I congratulate each of you who is recognized today. And I want to recognize all those who love and support you and who have played such an important role in your many successes. Would the staff and faculty of the School of Medicine stand and remain standing? Would the parents of the and keep standing, faculty and staff, would the parents of the graduates stand and remain standing? Okay, keep standing. Would the spouses and partners of the graduates stand and remain standing? Would all other friends and family members stand and remain standing? We have before us the class of 2022 and the family, friends, and mentors who helped make this day a reality. Congratulations to everyone standing and all of our graduates.
This concludes the achievement ceremony of the University of Missouri Kansas City School of Medicine. You're all invited to attend the university-wide commencement ceremony, which begins at 10 a.m. on Sunday at Kauffman Stadium. Will the audience please remain seated during the recessional?